If you want to become strong, there are 3 things you must absorb. And these 3 things, many people live their entire lives, never stopping to reflect upon. There's a saying, only by pausing, orienting, calming, reflecting, and achieving can we succeed. Meaning we must know how to stop, to orient ourselves, to calm our minds, to find peace, to think carefully, and ultimately attain what we desire. Each of us, if we simply pause, quiet our minds, and think deeply, will find the answers. Once you have the answers, your life will have a foundation. Your soul will have a compass. Then, it's either wholehearted effort or complete letting go. I know, your life is very busy. Even so, the things I'm saying, they're not easy to grasp, especially not easy to master. If you only listen once, my advice is this. Keep listening until the end, listen repeatedly when you're free or doing household chores. Share and save the playlist for your convenience. I guarantee, in just a few short months, your mindset will evolve dramatically, reaching a new height. The wisdom of the ancients, greetings to you all. If you let go of your ego, observe the truly wealthy people around you. You'll notice they share one trait. They know someone won't succeed, but they don't remind, don't point out, don't act as others' teachers. Even when their knowledge and experience far surpass others, they offer no advice. It's not a habit of ignoring those in need, but because they know teaching and preaching both consume immense energy. The mark of foolishness is trying to instruct others without achieving results. Wise people, they speak sparingly, while fools love to pontificate. What can persuade a person is never reasoning, but the paths they encounter. What can awaken a person is not advice, but the disasters they face. Those who are foolish yet arrogant, cowardly yet prideful, often act on their subjective whims and easily fall to failure. The lowly, they love to dictate everything. A person who lives poorly does so because they play the fool, disrespect those better than them, and have a habit of using their pig brains to summarize the world around them. That is the reason. If you want to transform yourself from the inside out, listen carefully to the following points. First point, noble people. Those who guide you to make money, invite you to learn, talk to you about an ideal life, and encourage you to strive. Those are noble people. Those who deliberately scold you in front of a crowd, don't take it to heart. They are petty. When someone, unprompted, criticizes and shares with you 1,000 times, remember this. That person is your noble guide. Remember, true noble people will inspire and guide you, broaden your vision, refine your character, and bring you positive energy. Second point, if your parents are gentle, pursue business. If they are strong, serve the powerful. If your clan prospers, develop locally. If your family is poor, wander afar. If your parents are soft, learn to do business to change your fate. If your parents are strong, learn to rely on those in power to advance. If your clan is thriving, leverage its prestige to grow in your homeland. If your family is poor, you must roam to seek opportunities. Third point, let go of the desire to help others and respect their destinies. Society's rules, with their varying difficulties and costs, are barriers for each person to progress step by step. Hence, the saying, maturity comes from the process nonlinear regression analysis of filtering. And the money you earn, it's not from time, but from the high-ranking individuals in society's upper echelons choosing you. Fourth point, when you fail to achieve something, look for the fault in yourself. The journey from poverty to wealth is a constant battle against poverty. In everything you do, there's always something opposing you. The so-called Tao is the balance between yin and yang, and we must fight this battle our entire lives. For example, after cleaning your house spotless, you must clean again. The nature of humanity is ceaseless labor. When idle, people have nothing to do, and when they have nothing to do, they create trouble. So you still have much to do. If you complain about society, you'll gain nothing. Next, I'll talk about the system of the strong, something that will greatly help you. If you want to become so powerful that no one can rival you, the strong become strong because they've pondered one question: what am I living for? The weak, they cannot grasp this. They think about which dirty skewer stall is tasty, which instant noodle drama is trending. If you want to become strong, there are 3 things you must absorb, and these 3 things, many people live their entire lives, never stopping to reflect upon. There's a saying, only by pausing, orienting, calming, reflecting, and achieving can we succeed, meaning we must know how to stop, to orient ourselves, to calm our minds, to find peace, to think carefully, and ultimately attain what we desire. Each of us, if we simply pause, quiet our minds, and think deeply, will find the answers. Once you have the answers, your life will have a foundation, your soul will have a compass. Then, it's either wholehearted effort or complete letting go. Why? Do some people dare to step forward, only to retreat? They are those who are neither pure nor extreme. In doing good, they lack purity. In doing evil, they lack thoroughness. They want something, but also don't want it. These people, they live for others to watch, and in the end, their drama collapses. If you feel your life is exhausting, it shows the people around you don't match your energy level. You don't filter information, you don't do what you should. Instead, you're draining your future to benefit others. If you don't want to continue like this, there's only one path: become a strong person. First, you must learn, imitate 3 things of the strong: the heart of the strong, the mindset of the strong, and the character of the strong. The essence of learning, of imitating, is to reprogram a new system for your brain. To help you understand this new system better, I'll break it into 4 levels. First level, the information firewall system. This means if we want to become strong, we must know what information our brain should accept and what it should reject. If you can't do this, you'll be pushed back to your starting point. For example, when you watch TV dramas, consume entertainment news, and chat with useless friends, essentially, you're pumping junk information into your brain. You've drained your mental energy while companies profit. There are many such people. The reason most people live at the bottom is because they love living in the world of public opinion, resonating with emotions. Why do the weak love living in the world of public opinion? Because in that world, energy automatically tilts toward the weak. Media people, they understand this principle. So they create endless content for you to consume, touching your weaknesses, your empathy, making you emotional, making you cry. And in the end, you've exhausted your mental energy while they make money from your tears. Therefore, the strong, they must have an information firewall system. Whenever they encounter information, they block it instantly. Second level, the proactive learning system. When we learn to filter out trash information, only then can we truly acquire valuable knowledge. And this long-term accumulation of knowledge will help you stand firm in society to the fullest. Therefore, filtering information and proactive learning are constant practices of the strong. Third level, the money-making system. The essence of making money is locking onto a project. And the essence of a project is solving someone's problem and then charging a fee. At this level, you'll discover the money-making system depends on the information firewall system and the proactive learning system. Because choosing a good project is a skill, and executing a project well is also a skill. Fourth level, the self-discipline system. The strong, they are those who manage themselves well without caring about others. Do you sleep early, wake early, and exercise? Are you draining your vital energy? Can you work continuously for 12 hours a day? Can you pursue a career for a lifetime? For the strong, managing themselves well is enough. They don't care about others. Others' demise has nothing to do with them. So, the weak, they live in a world of emotional resonance. The strong, they build systems and live in truth. So what is truth? Truth is a person's social class determines the information they receive daily. That information forms their knowledge. That knowledge builds their cognitive system. Meanwhile, their cognitive level determines how they think, how they act, how they work. This, in turn, determines the class they'll reach in the future. This is a closed loop, keeping most people spinning in the same cycle their whole lives. This is also the choice of culture, class, and society. Hold fast to your vital energy. This is my crucial advice. Listen carefully. First, don't think about women, as this is the greatest drain on vital energy. The ancients had a saying, when thoughts stir, fire rises. When cold words are spoken, vital energy scatters. This means we must control our intentions. Those with impure intentions, their entire body develops leaks. Look at people today, their emotions and desires are stretched infinitely because now consuming information is more convenient and free than ever. But they don't know free is the most expensive. Not paying a price means you yourself are the greatest cost. Why do so many feel exhausted? They've just woken up, yet still feel tired, because they don't preserve their intentions. Thinking aimlessly all day, looking here and there, they lose immense energy. This exhaustion, it comes from mental fatigue. We must remember, humans have three treasures: essence, energy, spirit. Those with impure, unclean thoughts, they lose their essence, energy, spirit more easily. Those who can extinguish a deep thought in time preserve their vital energy. A pure soul naturally generates true energy. A spirit free from chaos keeps illness at bay. What does this mean? It means clear and simple thoughts, free of desire. Allow the body's true energy to flow smoothly without disorder. The spirit can reside calmly within without dissipating. Thus, illness won't invade the body. So, how do you preserve your essence, energy, spirit? It's actually simple. When you're idle, don't think about external things. Just close your eyes, feel your hands, your feet, your brain, and smile to yourself. Whenever you're free, do this. You'll feel at ease instantly. Your entire spirit will start to focus, rejecting unnecessary thoughts, and your heart will turn inward. You'll grow stronger internally day by day. This shows us we should act simply and not complicate things. The more stray thoughts, the easier it is to stir the 7 emotions and 6 desires, disrupting the body's hormone balance. And this disrupts the body's energy. When we're not making money, especially at society's bottom, it's best to stay silent. Avoid mingling with irrelevant people. Focus on thinking and solving your life's problems. When you start thinking, lock your mouth. Because if you talk too much, you won't pause to think and your mind will grow numb over time. If you keep going like this, you'll become a traditional person, spiritually depleted. Recognizing and adjusting your spirit is vital. This content helps you understand the modules of essence, energy, spirit in life. Small matters without discipline lead to failure in great matters. If your understanding of self-discipline is only about controlling yourself and avoiding procrastination, you're undervaluing yourself. Humans have 3 levels of self-discipline, and when you reach the 3rd level, your life will be summed up in one word: magnificent. First level, people fear self-discipline because when they hear the word, they feel pressure. They often can't control themselves, play games, lack exercise habits, have irregular routines, love lazing about. Everything follows humanity's primal instincts. Because these things are easily achieved, they're accustomed to those results. These people, they seem free and easy, but in truth, they're prisoners of desire. There's another type at this level who sound loftier, calling it freedom. They're great at making excuses. They say, life is short, no need to fight fate. Enjoy each day as it comes. They pretend to understand everything, speak as if they desire nothing. But really, it's just self-consolation and weariness with life. Those at this first level once craved self-discipline, repeatedly attacked it. But after failures, they ultimately surrendered to their nature, letting human instincts obey their desires. Second level, people at this level are easy to understand. They resist desire, even overcome human ego's weaknesses. They seem strict with strong self-control, fixated on their goals like ascetic monks. They won't stop until they achieve their purpose. However, note this, in pursuing their goals, these people may resort to any means. And after achieving their purpose, they risk self-indulgence. A simple example, someone who successfully controls their diet to lose weight often reverts to instincts or even overreacts after reaching their goal. In the end, they blame themselves, feel powerless against reality, become disappointed, and self-destruct. Third level, the highest mindset of self-discipline. Many people have tried going to the gym, but most only use their membership once and quit, because after the novelty fades, they face the challenge of overcoming their laziness. This resistance can't be sustained long, because our primal instincts, our cravings, lean toward comfort at home, eating whatever we want. This isn't your fault, it's human nature. But if on your first gym visit, you meet someone of the opposite sex you like, and they go to the gym daily, I believe, even if you're married, it won't stop your newfound passion for exercise. Because a new desire has replaced your urge to lounge at home. And through persistent effort, as your body changes, you'll also experience the joy of self-fulfillment. Because constantly surpassing limits releases endorphins, giving you ongoing comfort. You could say this path has no end. You'll keep chasing a better version of yourself because you've tasted the comfort of becoming better. Learning is the same. We feel bored, want to sleep, want to play. These are normal psychological needs. What we must do isn't resist desire, but build a new desire, loving to learn. Ask a student, a child who excels. In truth, they found joy in learning, not through sheer persistence. Many parents often say, "My child isn't that kind of person." In reality, the child hasn't seen the benefits learning can bring. What we need to do is let them see, feel what learning can offer: status, wealth, joy. Like the joy of speaking a foreign language, the satisfaction of expressing the world through writing, or the pride of leading others in achievement. Adults are the same. Many say work and family exhaust them physically and mentally because they don't see a future. But if you think carefully, what you call not seeing a future is actually seeing a future, just one without a spark. In truth, ultimate self-discipline is never about fighting human instincts, but following or using them. In the eyes of those with the highest mindset, desire isn't a burden, but a tool. Humans can never overcome their desires, but use higher desires to defeat lower ones. Those at the first level don't really love gaming. Boredom, having nothing to do, that's their essence. They haven't found a burning desire. Did games truly bring them joy? Each time they put down the phone, what's stronger is regret, self-blame, emptiness. Recall your life. There must have been many positive psychological traits that once ignited you. Courage, confidence, calm, persistence, a sport, a hobby, or even a math problem. Was there something that made you feel deeply fulfilled? So, persistence means finding your own spark, then chasing that desire into the future and following your own desire. At this point, desire is your vehicle. At this point, each time you face pain, it's a golden opportunity to release hormones. As a child, I doubted the saying, "Success is a process." Now I understand. When you clearly define the spark you want to pursue, every step forward, every small achievement, every pain becomes magnificent. Those at the first level avoid pain. Those at the second level fight pain. But those at the third level, with the highest mindset, seek pain. Because when they see pain, they also see joy. In truth, the highest mindset of self-discipline is pursuing comfort, doing anything to gain happiness. Now, looking back at self-discipline, do you still feel pressure? Because self-discipline is never pain, but finding your own rhythm. Ultimate self-discipline is following human nature. It's your own law, comfortable, effective, sustainable. All right, let's ascend to an even higher level. When you find your own rhythm, you also understand others' rhythms. At this point, you not only control your own rhythm, but can influence others. The learning example I gave earlier applies to education. In reality, your romantic partner is the same. Your colleagues, your business partners are no exception. Who can resist the temptation of human instinct? Dreaming of a delicious cake isn't scary. What's scary is when that cake is achievable and truly delicious. At this level, there's another level beyond, but I'll refrain from elaborating here. Now, can you use this rhythm to find your own unique spark? One day, the great eagle spreads its wings with the wind, soars high, surges forward, flying 90,000 miles above the clouds. In human life, every step, every footprint left behind carries ambition, desire, and boundless passion.